So just take a moment to settle yourself wherever you are, sitting or lying. And if you're happy to, just let your eyes gently close. But if you prefer to keep them open, just let them softly focus somewhere in the middle distance with a soft, wise gaze, not really focusing on anything in particular. And we're going to start with a technique called the 3-step breathing space. And this is a simple practice that you can do anytime, anywhere. And if you practice it personally, you can do it very quickly. But we're going to take a little bit of time over it this evening to give you a feel for each of the stages. But as I say, if you are practicing it, it's in the everyday moments of your life, then it can be done very quickly in moments. So it becomes a very practical tool to help ground us back to the moment, to pull us away from the chaos of our mind, of our feelings, of our emotions. The 3-step breathing space. So step 1 is just checking in with yourself at the moment, what's going on right now. So what thoughts are present in this moment, bouncing around your head? Thoughts from the day gone by, or thoughts perhaps of the future, or simply random thoughts. If we don't study our minds, we can often fail to realize how surprising and how chaotic our thoughts can be. So what thoughts are present for you right now? And there's no right or wrong thoughts, no way for these thoughts that they need to be. We're simply checking in with what we find in this moment, in this space. And now turning your attention to any emotions that are being felt right now. And again, there's no right or wrong emotion that you're looking for. This is an invitation to see if there's anything present and obvious right now. Perhaps a sense of anticipation or eagerness, perhaps some happiness or some sadness even. And once more, we're not looking to change anything. Just bringing kind, curious, compassionate awareness to whatever is here in this moment. And perhaps as a small footnote to that, just check in with any feeling tone generally at the moment. Is this experience of this moment pleasant or unpleasant or simply neutral? And just checking in with that too. And now getting a sense of the body. How's the body feel in this moment? Is there any discomfort, tiredness, aches from the day? Or is it easeful and relaxed, calm? And again, there's no way it needs to be. It doesn't need to be any way in particular. So just be curious and open to whatever the experience actually is. Just scanning quickly through the body, the feet, the lower legs and hips, the torso, the shoulders, the arms and hands, and the head and the face. Just checking if there's anything to find, anything to notice at the moment. And having done that series of inventories, now bring your attention to the breath. Step 2, bringing the focus to the breath, wherever it's most closely felt. Perhaps that's the tip of the nose, Perhaps it's the belly. Perhaps it's somewhere else. Just somewhere you can stabilize your attention. How does the breath feel in this moment, wherever you are resting with it? Open as best you can to the raw, energetic patterns of the breath. The sensations of the breath in the body. And perhaps you want to count a few breaths, or simply gently intone in and out with each breath, if that helps stabilize the focus. And whenever you're ready, now expanding that zone of awareness to encompass the whole of the body. So become aware of the physical sensations, the energetic patterns, pressure, temperature, tingling and numbness, areas that are comfortable or uncomfortable equally. Bringing attention as best you can to the experience of the body, the experience of the breath in this moment. The body breathing. The raw sensations of this experience as they present themselves now. So check in now from this space, this grounded space of awareness. Once more, is there any emotional tone to this experience? Pleasant or unpleasant, or again, simply neutral? Is there any emotional quality to this experience as your attention rests with the body and the breath? If there are any thoughts, what's the quality of the thoughts in this open space of the body and the breath? And rest in this space as long as you need. Feeling connected to the body, connected to the earth that you're resting on, connected to the breath, and mindful of any thoughts and emotions that are present. Not judging them, not looking to change them, not needing anything to be any other way than it is. The 3-step breathing space. So from here, I'd like to invite you to focus your awareness specifically on the sensations in the feet at the moment. Connecting as best you can to the experience and the sensations in the feet at this moment. Feeling, if possible, the experience from the inside out. Connecting deeply. Seeing if there's a sense of the bone, the muscle, connecting tissues. And the skin. Open to the changing experience of the feet. Noticing if the sensations are constant and immutable or shifting. And is the experience in one foot identical to the experience in the other? Open to temperature, to pressure, sensation of fabric on skin. See if you can lose the mental construction of the feet and simply rest with the raw sensations that present themselves, moment to moment, breath to breath. And if you're distracted by thoughts, the shopping list of the mind, just check the thought. Where is it taking you? Whether it's pleasant, unpleasant, or simply okay. And then gently, kindly steer the attention back to the experience in the feet. Begin again. Open to the sensations from the inside out. And noting if there's a sense of an observer of the feet, or are the sensations simply appearing where they are? Awareness of the feet from within the feet. And awareness from awareness itself. Not checking back to thought for validation. See if that's true for you. And if there's any sense of confusion or frustration around that, observe that as an object of meditation in itself. Watch the experience of confusion or frustration. And perhaps turn awareness back onto itself. The awareness that is aware of any frustration, any confusion, or any other experience that's taking place. And return to the experience in the feet. And I'd like to invite you to bring the experience of the breath into the feet. So you're aware of the sensations of breathing and the sensations and the experience of the feet at the same time. Sharing that awareness, splitting awareness 50-50, just as best you can. Breath and feet. Feeling as best you can the awareness of the breath from within the breath itself. Feeling from the inside out. Wherever the breath is clearest for you. Tip of the nose, the belly, somewhere else. And if you can share your awareness with the breath and with the feet, what does this space feel like? Is there a feeling tone to this experience? Not looking for it to be or needing it to be any way in particular, but just checking what's true for you. Perhaps this space is pleasant or challenging, or neither. And do you recognize any emotions in this space of awareness? And if there are any thoughts, how do they feel here in the space of awareness of the breath and the feet? And when you're ready, perhaps on the next out breath, letting go of this sense of awareness and experience and letting it settle instead in the hands, bringing all of your focus and attention to the experience in the hands, wherever they're lying, resting. Once again, open to the raw, energetic patterns that describe the experience of the hand. Seeing if you can let go of the mental image, the mental outline of the hands, and rest instead with the actual sensations, the felt experience. Tingling, numbness, temperature, pressure, perhaps a sense of fabric on skin. And is this experience stable? Are the patterns solid, or do they shift? Is the experience in each hand identical or different? And if you've been distracted by thought, just gently, kindly steer the attention back to the hands and begin again. Seeing if you can feel the experience from the inside out. And see if there's any sense that there's a watcher looking to the hands. Or is the experience simply felt within the hands? Awareness of the hands from the hands. What does this space of awareness feel like? And now invite the awareness of breath into this experience also. Again, wherever the breath is clearest for you. Experiencing the raw sensations of the breath, the raw sensations of the hands. How does this awareness feel? What are the thoughts like in this space? Are there any emotions here? And what's the quality of them? Simply being curious to whatever this experience presents in this moment. And does the mind feel pliable and open, or contracted and closed? Just see what's true for you. Seeing if you can bring a befriending attention to whatever the experience is. And see if you can rest in the sensations of the hands and the sensations of the breath. Now see if you can invite the experience of the hands and the feet and the breath at once. Not imagining any of this, but simply open to the actual felt experience of these anchors for your awareness. Hands, feet, and breath. The raw energetic patterns that present themselves here. How does this space feel? Is there a center checking back to all these experiences? Or is there simply the experiences themselves? The sensations appearing as they appear. And as we move to the end of this practice, just surrender all efforts now to focus your awareness. Just accept any sensations, sounds, thoughts, feelings, physical sensations, breath, whatever you notice and experience. Rest in the space of all of it. And as we start to prepare to continue our day, if it feels right to, just take a moment and give yourself an acknowledgement or some gratitude for having turned up, for having dedicated this time to yourself, to the care of your well-being. It's not easy looking after ourselves. It's often much easier to sacrifice our well-being for the good of others. But we need to nourish ourselves so that we can properly care for others. So if it feels okay to, just take a moment and acknowledge that for yourself. And then perhaps give your fingers and toes a little wriggle. Maybe gently roll your shoulders. And whenever you're ready, gently opening your eyes, taking all the time you need to orientate yourself back to the space that you're in. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, however you spend it. Thank you.